channel and to this week's video. I hope you're all doing really well. Happy Sunday morning to you. Lovely, bright and sunny here, but very, very cold. The heating has been on this week for sure. For sure, we're definitely right into it now, aren't we? So warm welcome to you all, and a warm welcome to new subscribers. We've got quite a few this week, so welcome to the All Things Good channel. I hope you're going to enjoy everything that's coming up. You've got a lot of history to look back on if you want to. 2 years worth of videos here on YouTube, and now I'm in preparation for Vlogmas. So life is very full on. Having said that, in the run up to Vlogmas and in the run up to Christmas, I've been thinking about trying to be as stress-free as possible and making a start slowly on the up and coming preparations for Christmas. So no decorations up yet, obviously. That's at the start of December for me. I don't like to do it too soon, but I do like to be organised and prepared, but I don't want to get stressed. So we are only 6 weeks away from Christmas. So my theory is if I can do a little bit in the house in preparation for the decorations coming in or the extra food coming in, then I will feel a little bit more on top of things without getting too stressed. So this week I've made a start, a couple of little jobs in the kitchen. I'm slowly over the next couple of 3 weeks going to start clearing out all my kitchen cupboards, having a good sort through, see if there's anything that can go off to the charity shop, see if there's anything that needs throwing away, making some space for that extra food, trying to keep the house nice and clean and tidy, ready for when it kicks off and we get those decorations up and we start doing Vlogmas, which I'm super excited about. So that's what this week's video is about, really. Is sort of making a start on organisation and preparation for the festive period without getting stressed about it. And Nancy gives us a lovely little chat about all sorts of things. Just a little chat in the car, reminiscing. She's in fine form and she's very pleased to be back with you this week. So let's get into this week's video. I hope you enjoy it. So you may think it is a bit early to start wrapping Christmas presents, but I like to be organised. It's as simple as that. And of course I've got to do preparations for Vlogmas and all those kind of things as well. So I am going to make a start on my wrapping because some presents have already arrived. I don't really have anywhere to hide them particularly. So I thought if I get them all wrapped, I can put them in a big sack and just put them behind the sofa or in one of the bedrooms, and then they're out the way until Christmas. But I'm going for a gold theme this year, so my wrapping paper is going to be gold as well. So while most people are out of the house, I have got the perfect opportunity to get some of this wrapping done. So with only 6 weeks to go until Christmas, I'm starting to do a few little jobs around the house, starting in the kitchen by getting things nice and organised and clean. I started by descaling my kettle with Oust. I have used this before, but not for a while. This kettle isn't particularly old, but I do definitely have a little bit of limescale there down in the bottom. So I thought, well, let's start with an easy job. Dead easy to use. Oust, you just boil your kettle 3/4 of the way full. You then add a packet of the product into the boiling water, leave the lid open, leave it for half an hour. Then you need to make sure that you rinse the kettle out very well. And I actually then reboil it twice before I use it again, and then you have a nice, clean, descaled kettle. That's my start to my Christmas preparations. Now for something a little bit bigger. I need to sort my cupboards out, but I'm not going to do them all in one day. I'm going to do one at a time. And actually, I'm using my very favourite winter Zaflora, which smells all Christmassy and lovely. I thought, well, why not? Let's get in the mood. So this is one of my little store cupboards. It's only a little cupboard. I do have like a pantry area and a sliding cupboard as well. But today I'm only going to do a couple of jobs, so at least I've made a start. So I cleaned it all out to begin with, and then I chucked away anything that was really old or out of date. Unfortunately, that was only a couple of things. Put everything back, and then that was one down. Only 6 million to do. That didn't take long to do. I thought I'd move on to the cutlery drawer. This hasn't been done for a while. Whilst my cutlery is all nice and clean, the compartment wasn't, or the drawer. So yeah, this was a good one to get done next.
You. Oh, hello. Ooh.
Hello.
I'm going to curl my hair.
Are you?
It's going to go snow white. It'll be as white as yours. Look, it is. Yours is blonde and mine.
Well, you can be a blonde bombshell.
Oh, God, with that old face now. Oh, well.
You got a lovely face.
Oh, well.
Anyway, everybody wants to see you on YouTube, so this week.
Sometimes I think, I wonder who I look like.
Who you look like? Well, you look like you.
Yeah, that's right.
But I think
Well, but
from the...
about you, who's that child like? She's like herself, mother.
Well, when I think about your brothers and sisters, now I don't really... Well, I didn't know... I was too young to know two of your brothers.
Yeah.
And I only remember the one. And I think you and Tom look quite alike. But then, obviously, I knew your sisters. And you were all dark-haired, weren't you?
Yeah.
But you were all quite different
Oh, yeah.
looking.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Angela had a more, had a sort of a more pointy nose than you, didn't she?
That's right, yeah.
But
Yeah. I've got your nose. You've got my nose. I think.
yeah, I've got yours and you've got mine.
That's right.
Or
Yeah.
I've got yours.
That's right.
But do you think you're more like your mother or your father, perhaps?
I don't know, actually.
No.
I don't know. We'll have a look at the old photographs.
Yeah.
We'll have a good look.
Because your mother is like my Grace.
Oh, definitely.
My Grace is like her grandmother.
Absolutely.
Even though I didn't know her, I've seen pictures.
Yes, it's just the image of her. The same personality.
Same personality.
Yeah.
She's feisty at times.
Yes.
But that's good.
Yeah.
And she's got to be a strong woman
That's
in this
right.
world.
Yeah.
And she's definitely that.
And she was a strong woman as well, I can tell you.
Yeah.
So she's, they're
Yeah.
good. They're both good.
That was good genes.
Yeah.
I think we have some very strong women in our family,
Absolutely.
actually.
And you and I are the strongest.
We have to be.
Yeah. Oh, God.
We have to be. Anyway, we're just sitting in the car for a minute, aren't we? Because we're actually both going to the dentist, which is just directly behind us here.
Yeah.
We're able to park here in the VIP spot, aren't we?
Yes.
And we've both got our annual checkup today.
Yes.
So hopefully all will be well.
Yes, please God.
But how do you feel about your teeth, Mum?
Oh.
Oh.
Don't look.
You've got half of one missing, haven't you? But I don't notice it. I think you're more conscious.
My age, you know, some at my age
God.
they usually got no teeth.
Oh, yeah?
Toothless grandma.
A toothless grandma.
But thank God.
But no.
I think they can do it.
Well, they've repaired it before. It was really clever, actually, because only half of it's gone. And last time they did like a false acrylic bit, didn't they?
The thing is, it's quite firm. It's not loose.
It's not loose. It's still in place. So they might be able to do it again.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah.
In fact, I think they should.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Hopefully they should. Anyway, we couldn't have picked a nicer day to come out.
No.
It is a bright, sunny,
It's lovely.
albeit cold autumnal day, but it's beautiful. And
Yeah.
I haven't been into Lichfield town for ages, and although we can't really walk around the town, I actually forget how nice it is.
Yes, lovely.
It's really nice, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
And it won't be long before
It's an interesting, you know.
It is interesting.
Different things.
A lot of history as well.
Oh, absolutely.
And it won't be long before we go and have our annual little walk around the cathedral,
Oh, yeah.
which is majestic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Especially at Christmas.
Adam wants to go.
Adam's been, but he wants to take his girlfriend at Christmas time to see it.
Oh, how nice.
And yeah, it is. We're
So
very
you're happy
lucky.
with this girl?
Yeah, they've been together a long time now.
For how long?
3-4 years.
Oh, okay.
Well, say a long time. That's not compared to how long you were married for.
No.
A lifetime.
How long was I married for? I can't remember.
You were married for 55 years.
Good.
You were together for 57 years.
Good God.
You don't have that long for me.
We need a medal.
Oh, he was lovely, my dad was.
Yeah.
He was lovely.
A good
Wow.
husband and a very good father.
He was. Indeed, he was. Couldn't have asked for better. Plus, he was intelligent.
Yeah.
And he
What-
was
do
he had
you
a
know-
very interesting and creative hobby.
He
He was just
was-
a very
He
interesting
was
person.
interesting,
Yes.
intelligent, clever.
Yeah. You did well, Mother, there, honestly.
Absolutely did
Mind you,
not.
he did well as well, obviously.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Oh, well, definitely.
what a man to get.
What a man. Yeah, I was thinking that the other day.
Yeah.
My God. The women were fighting over him anyway.
Were they?
And I got, and I got
surprised.
him. I go, go away, you lot. I've got him.
And did your mum and dad really like him?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
My mother would say, are you taking that good tea for your husband today?
My grandmother was Irish, if you couldn't tell. She was.
My dad was a saint.
Your dad. He was
Oh,
lovely,
wow.
was he? He must have been. There were 8 of you in the house, 6 children.
Yeah.
He must have. Did he help your mother?
Oh,
You
my
know.
God. Good Friday, she'd always go to church most of the day.
Would she?
And he'd do the breakfast, the lunch and the dinner, everything for 6 children.
Would he?
Mm.
Oh. And
Yeah.
of course, back then, I suppose, that was almost unheard of, I'd imagine.
Oh, no.
The man doing the chores.
He's always cooking.
Was he?
Kitchen.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Oh, it's marvellous.
Yeah.
Absolutely marvellous.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
incredible. And obviously, we're only 6 weeks away from Christmas now, Mum.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
do you remember Christmas as a child? Were there any particular traditions that you would always do as a family at Christmas? Was there anything your mother would always do, or you'd always do as a family, the 8 of you?
We'd always have a fabulous Christmas lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, your mother was a cook, wasn't she?
Well, she was head cook for the Lord.
Lord and Lady Reed.
Exactly.
She was
She
head
got a
cook
marvellous
for-
job. She
She
didn't.
did.
She didn't have to be with the servants. She lived in the mansion.
in the quarters with
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
She got her own bait and room.
Was that in London?
Yes. Yes.
Because my grandparents met in London, didn't they?
Oh yeah.
Even though they were Irish and they were from the same area,
Yes.
like up the road from each other, but they actually met in London, which is really weird.
That's right. There. I'm looking
So
for.
she was a.
I need to buy some handkerchiefs. Oh.
You always need to buy handkerchiefs.
Okay.
That's fine. We can do that. But yeah, she was a head cook for a Lord and Lady
Reed.
Reed. Very Downton Abbey.
Absolutely.
But so I would imagine your Christmas dinners were pretty amazing.
Oh my.
Yeah. Did you always have turkey or did you have something else?
Oh turkey. Oh God.
Oh, turkey.
And she had magnificent stuffing. Oh, applesauce and everything.
Yeah.
The table. You know, Bill used to say it was fit for the royalty. The table.
Isn't that lovely?
Yeah. And my brother was clever. You know, Bill. You'd love him. He'd love you as well.
Oh,
They're all nice.
yeah.
Tom was. We used to call him. He was avaricious Tom. You know, he's into collecting and buying and selling things like that.
Yeah.
And Eileen was always very clever as well.
Yeah.
They've all got good qualities.
Yeah. And as children, did you have stockings at Christmas? Christmas
Oh,
stockings?
definitely.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There'd be a row of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
how lovely.
Yeah.
Do you remember anything you got? A particular present that you really liked?
I can't remember what we got, but yes, I loved everything. I know I had a lovely doll.
Did you?
Yeah, I sort of kept that. I don't know.
You have got a doll in packed up in your loft.
Oh, that's it.
Is it?
I must bring it down, Paul.
Yeah, we need to have a look at that. In
Bring
we
everything
could do-
down out of the
We've got
loft.
to bring everything down at some point. Anyway, moving house, we have to have a good
Bring it
sort
all
out.
down, Paul.
Oh well. Anyway, we need to get into the dentist now. So let's go and see what they say, and we shall carry on this conversation.
Oh, teeth.
Don't you like the dentist?
Not really. No.
I don't mind about the dentist. Well, hopefully I don't mind.
I'll be good.
Let's go and see what they say. So here we are, having our moment on the bed, and isn't Nancy in good form this week? Thank God. She is really, really chirpy this week, which has been lovely to see. It was lovely to get her out, even though really all we've done this week is go to the dentist. But she was absolutely fine. She was able to have her tooth fixed, so that's good. And my checkup was all clear, so that was good. Yeah, just a couple of things to share with you really in this week's moment on the bed. The first one is because I thought I would share this with you, and I have been told I can. I've had quite a few comments over the past couple of weeks from people that subscribe to my channel who also subscribe to Toni Interior's channel, and they've said, is it me, or what's happened to Toni? Where is Toni? Her channel seems to have disappeared. And yes, it has. And I've actually been in touch with Toni this week, and she's happy for me to share a little bit of information with you, but not too much, because she will update you herself when she can. But just be rest assured that Toni is absolutely fine. In fact, she's great, was the word she used with me. She is great. But she has decided for the time being to remove her YouTube channel and to remove herself off social media. And it's for very, very specific reasons, which she will tell you about when she can. But just to let you know, she is absolutely fine. Now, like you, I am missing her terribly on YouTube. She has been an inspiration to me from when I started my channel just a couple of years ago. And I know her channel has been on YouTube for much, much longer, could be 6-7 years, could be longer. And she has been a great inspiration. She's been a great help to me. We had such fun doing a joint collaboration in Vlogmas, not last year, the year before. She has given me lots of support with my channel and helping me and all sorts of things. And she's quite frankly the loveliest person in the world. She's lovely. She has a lovely family. She always does things for the right reasons. She's very genuine, she's very honest, and she's been an inspiration, and I am missing her vlogs terribly, and I hope it's not forever. So Toni, if you are watching this, we all love you, and we're very, very sorry to see your channel no longer there, but hopefully in the future we'll have you back in some format. So as I say, for those of you looking for Toni's channel, it isn't a problem with you or your YouTube browser or anything like that. It has actually gone, which is really, really sad. But she will be in touch with you, hopefully, through her other channel that was called The Chatty 2. And I think she might update you on that channel when she can, as soon as possible. So that's the first thing to tell you. And the second thing to tell you is a bit of a health thing, really. And I went back to physiotherapy this week. Now, you know, you've been following me, you know about the ailments, and goodness knows what else is happening, and some of it's menopause related and some of it's not. So on the whole, I'm generally pretty good at the moment throughout the day. A few odd shooting pains in my leg and the odd aches and pains, still quite a bit of pain in my right arm and right shoulder. But when I went to physiotherapy this week and I explained the kind of symptoms I'm having at the moment, and there are other symptoms, I'm not going to go into them, you can guess. I had a good chat with the physiotherapist, and she didn't do any physiotherapy on me this week, and she said, you know what? She said, you don't get that with tendinitis. She said, all those problems are coming from your back. There is no two ways about it. And I was a bit like, thank you, I knew this from the start, I've known it all along. She said, this is coming from your back. Now, my last MRI scan was June. She has referred me for an urgent MRI scan, however long that will take, to have another look at my back, because she suspects something has moved even in that time, that short period of time from June. It could be a nerve or something like that. But she said, you don't get shooting pains down your entire leg, which is what I'm getting with tendinitis. That is coming from your back. But there's also another syndrome that she was a bit concerned about with my other symptoms, which, if I can find let me see if I can. Now, don't worry, because this is very, very rare, but it's something to be mindful of. So I'm going to read it out to you guys, because you never know. You may, hopefully not, but you may be interested in this. A little leaflet, little card about common back pain. But on the back, there are these things to watch out for, which are part of Cordia equinia syndrome and Cordia equinia syndrome warning signs. Now, I don't have the entire list. I have a few of them. Things like loss of feeling or pins and needles between your inner thighs, numbness in or around your back passage or buttocks, altered feeling when using toilet paper to wipe yourself, increasing difficulty when you try to urinate, increasing difficulty when you try to stop or control your flow of urine, loss of sensation when you pass urine, leaking urine or recent need to use pads, not knowing when your bladder is either empty or full, an inability to stop bowel motion, a change in ability to achieve an erection or ejaculation, and a loss of sensation in the genitals during any sexual intercourse. Now, that list is pretty intense, and I'd hope to God that none of you have got all of those symptoms, and I don't have all of those symptoms. But if anybody does, it could be this Cordia equinia syndrome. Now, this is very, very dangerous, because if it is, you get yourself up to your local hospital and your A&E ASAP. It can have long-term effects. It has to be intervened very, very quickly by surgery, and it can have long-term effects on you. It can damage and actually disable you. So this is something that she made me very aware to look out for. And as I say, I don't have all of those symptoms, but I do have a range of them. And she said, I don't think you've got this. She said, but I do think you've got more of an issue of your back than we first suspected, perhaps. And I want to take another look at it. So she's not doing any more physiotherapy on me until I've had this next scan. To carry on with my medication, to try and keep things as easy as possible. Don't over-exercise it. Don't overdo any exercise that's going to hurt my leg and my back any more than it currently does. So that's the next step. But I wanted to share that with you because I'd never ever heard of that. I'd never heard of that before. And it is very, very rare, but it is a very serious back condition. So yes, God forbid if any of you suffer any of those symptoms altogether or over a short period of time, get yourself up to A&E. But back pain is very common and there's lots of reasons for it. Mine has been, I've had it for years, since I had a dancing accident many, many years ago. I've had lots of different problems. I've been under lots of different spinal surgeons. I've had all sorts of treatments. So I'm hoping it's just all part and parcel of that same thing, but it could be that something's changed slightly or there's a nerve that's moved to the wrong place and something like that. So hopefully we'll get a clearer idea. But in terms of the tendinitis kind of symptoms, they are improving but have not gone. So it's a bit of a mystery. It could be that I've got 2 or 3 things going on here. So that's why it's a bit more difficult to pin it down to the actual problem. But I'm not doing too bad. I'm not doing too bad. Night times have been a little bit rough at times, so I've got a bit of a lack of sleep going on. But I'm coping in the day, and that's great because I can function, I can go to work, I can look after Nancy, etc., etc. Anyway, on that note, I hope you have enjoyed this week's video, and there will be one next Sunday, hopefully. But as I say, I'm just sort of getting myself sort of de-stressed and not thinking about the houses at the moment, particularly because nothing's going to happen before Christmas. So I'm kind of putting that on the back burner a bit. And I am starting to think about Christmas and obviously my preparations for Vlogmas. So there will be a video next Sunday, but it might just be a bit similar to today's, in, you know, sort of getting things done, getting things sorted. We'll see how the week goes, see what the week has in store for us. The following Sunday will be the 1st of December. So that Sunday will be Vlogmas day 1. Now I haven't quite decided on my schedule time for Vlogmas. I suspect it will be like it was last year, and my videos will be uploaded every evening. So on the 1st of December, you might not get a 7 a.m. upload. You might get a 7 or 8 p.m. upload because Vlogmas is very much in the day, or it's filmed a day behind. So it's got to be real, obviously. It's got to be as much as in the day as possible. But I have a life as well, and I have to go to work. So some things will be pre-filmed and some things will be filmed a day before they actually go up onto YouTube, if you know what I mean. So it's much easier for me to have the schedule where the Vlogmas video is put out at the end of the day, because it gives me that day to do some on the day bits, get it all edited and put together and up onto YouTube. So next week video as normal time, 7 a.m. here on the All Things Good channel, and the following week we start with Vlogmas, our daily vlogs that will be up in the evenings. So I better get cracking, hadn't I? Thank you for joining me. Until next Sunday, stay safe, stay in the boat, keep doing all things good. I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye.